Well, I can't speak for Councilman Danko, but what I can say is that factually, the rollback was not attached to the franchise fee. The vote on the rollback was wholly separate.
Palm Coast City Councilwoman Teresa Pontieri responding to Vice Mayor Danko's statement about how the rollback was handled in the previous budget.
Mayor Alfin made a motion to grant a full rollback, and that was voted on 4-1, with Vice Mayor being in the minority. And the franchise fee was brought up and discussed wholly separate. Now, it was on the same day, but you can go back and watch the meeting. They were not tied together. And specifically, we as council never entertained a 6% franchise fee. I actually made a motion to make it a referendum as to what the amount would be, as low as 0.5%. So the maximum that a franchise fee can be is 6%. But the motion that was made by me was to make it a referendum and make it at 0.5%. And those monies would go strictly to fund our road pavement management program. So they were two very separate things. And again, we were able to grant the rollback that wasn't tied to the franchise fee.
Florida Power and Light did not agree to the city's terms, and the franchise fee was rejected.
So FPL was not in favor of allowing us to make it a referendum. So we dropped it because we did decide as council that we wanted to put it in the residents' hands and let them decide as to what they felt was appropriate in order to help fix their roads. And when FPL said they wouldn't support that, we didn't move forward.
Palm Coast Mayor David Alfin agrees that there was no attempt to attach a franchise fee to the rollback that was passed last year.
I think it's a shame that people are willing to misrepresent and hurt others in an attempt to control our great city. In the alternative, we should be working together to attract better jobs, improve our roads, and maintain our quality of life and enjoy our family and friends. We should all be working together. Look what we can accomplish when we all work together.
He says as mayor, he has a very important job during an election year.
My job now is to get the best out of all five of us to make sure that we are offering the best governance we can in spite of an election cycle or in spite of anyone's particular agenda. That's my job.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, May 9th.
Recently, I had the honor of presenting awards to our volunteers from the Points of Light Foundation for their milestones in volunteer service in our Citizens on Patrol unit.
Rick Staley was a proud sheriff as the FCSO was presented with multiple prestigious awards, recognizing their support of service members and volunteers.
Sheriff Staley says they also received recognition from the Commander-in-Chief.
They also received a letter signed by the President of the United States and a pin that they can wear on their uniform as a volunteer.
A total of 58 members of the Citizens Observer Patrol were honored.
A number of members of my executive staff, including myself, received a certificate from the Secretary of Defense for supporting veterans and the military reserves. As sheriff, we will always support our veterans, and we will always support our employees that also serve to protect our country as a reservist. It was an honor to receive this recognition, and we are appreciative of it.
Since 2005, COPs have volunteered more than 26,000 hours, saving taxpayers more than $4.8 million. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. How professional can a free clinic be?
We take pride in our friendliness and our real belief in people having access to medical care.
Flagler Free Clinic Executive Director Terry Boletto said that she's seen patients at their worst.
90% of our patients are seriously, chronically ill, and they wait until they're just so sick they can't tolerate it, or they've been to the emergency department multiple times, and then they're referred to us.
Boletto said she's pushing for those not insured but still healthy to come to the free clinic so they don't get chronically ill. Flagler Health Matters is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. Tomorrow, what kind of value do you put on a free clinic? From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.